Ethan?
He's not here, Sheridan. I think he's downstairs.
Oh, thank you, Pilar.
Sheridan, wait. I wanted to thank you for making sure that Luis didn't see that photograph in the newspaper of Ethan and Teresa at the ballet. He would have been very angry.
I know. Although I didn't exactly score brownie points when I dumped hot coffee on his newspaper and him.
Oh, no.
It's the only thing that I could think of spur of the moment. The problem is that Luis knew I did it deliberately.
Are you sure?
He had every right to be furious. I mean, I did do it deliberately, though naturally I couldn't tell him why.
I don't like keeping things from Luis. He's a good son and a wonderful brother, but I know sometimes he can be a little overprotective.
Especially when it means keeping his family away from the horrible Cranes.
I'm sorry, Sheridan. But you know I don't share his feelings. Your family's been very good to me.
Then why does your son hate us so much?
I can't speak for Luis. I'm just so relieved he doesn't know about Ethan and Teresa being out together that night, or that she's working for Mrs. Crane. I don't want to think what he would do if he found her in this house.
Actually, he almost did.
What? Luis was here? When? Why?
Just now. He was on some police business, but that's not important.
Well, tell me what happened.
I was coming through the front door, and Teresa was heading down the stairs. Luis was on the foyer.
Oh, then he saw her?
Oh, no. I distracted him until she could hide.
Oh, thank you, Sheridan. But where's Teresa now? I mean, maybe he could still see her.
Don't worry. I'm sure she's long gone by now.
Please don't do this.
Look, this is for your own good, Teresa. You're going away to a convent school as soon as I can make the arrangements. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but I stupidly believed you when you said you'd stay away from the Cranes.
I can't leave Harmony. I can't leave my friends, and I can't leave Mama.
Well, you should have thought of that before you disobeyed my orders to stay away from this house.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know anyone was out here. You must be Pilar's daughter, Teresa.
Yes.
I'm Sheridan Crane. I wanted to thank you for bringing by my blouse today.
Your blouse?
Yes. I wanted to wear it tonight, but I didn't realize that Pilar had taken it home to be mended. It was very sweet of your sister to bring it by here for me.
Wait a minute. That's what you're doing here? You came to deliver a blouse for Mama?
That's what Miss Crane just said.
I'm sorry I flew off the handle like that, Teresa. Just to seeing you here in this house. God, I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
Well, that just seems to be your modus operandi, doesn't it, officer?
It's just that I've had a really bad day. I had a run-in with Julian Crane for starters, and so when I saw you here, I just blew. Look, I should have known when you gave me your word never to come here that you wouldn't break it. I'm sorry, Teresa.
It's okay, Louise. I understand. Oh, but I'm going to be late for school if I don't go now. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Nice to meet you, Miss Crane.
You were pretty hard on your sister, weren't you?
Oh, this is none of your business.
Yes, it is, since you're using my family's name as an excuse to yell at your poor sister.
Look, I love my sister, and I'm just trying to protect her. You had no right to eavesdrop.
Oh, I hardly heard anything at all. But it was enough to make me realize, once again, how much you hate the Cranes. Why? What have we ever done to you?
Like your family would ever admit anything.
Admit what? What is it you think my family has done? I demand to know. Well, I want an answer, Luis. What has my family done to make you hate us so much?
I've told you my feelings about your family.
Oh, yes. We're elitist to arrogant rich people. But that still doesn't explain why you would send your own sister away to a convent school just for being in this house. There's more to your hatred than that.
It makes me sick to see the stranglehold that your family has on this town. And your brother and your father, they don't care about what they do or the people they hurt with their actions.
How have they hurt people?
Well, for one, they think they own this town and everything in it.
You said that. And yes, the Cranes do own most of the businesses in Harmony. So what? Those businesses provide jobs. They help the economy. How does that hurt the people in Harmony?
It's the way the Cranes treat people. The way you think you can get away with anything.
Get away with what? You're not telling me anything specific. What makes you dislike my family
I'm
so
not about to
much?
get into this with you. Or your brother. The only person I'm going to discuss it with is Alistair.
My father?
Yes. And I plan on having a meeting with him when he comes back into town.
Why do you need to talk to my father?
Goodbye, Miss Crane.
Wait, I asked you... Oh, damn him! What in the world would Luis need to talk to my father about? Oh, that man!
What man? My father?
No, although Julian drives me crazy, too.
Then you must mean Luis.
He's unbelievable.
Well, what did he do now?
He practically scared the life out of Teresa.
Wait, he saw Teresa here?
Just now.
Oh, no, don't tell me he knows she was working for my mother.
No, I was able to cover for her. Said she was delivering a blouse for me. But I shudder to think what Luis would have done if he actually found out, though. I mean, he was ready to send her off to a convent school just for being in our house.
Yeah, I don't get it. And what is it with that guy?
I don't know, but he really hates our family.
No, but why? I mean, what did we ever do to him?
I asked him the same question, and he was totally vague about it.
You know, Pilar's worked for this family for as long as I can remember. I mean, we've always treated her well.
Yes, but I know that Luis absolutely hates her working here. And he just loses it when he thinks about Teresa or anyone else in his family getting anywhere near us. It's almost as though he thinks we're going to do some irreparable harm to them.
That's ridiculous. And why would we harm his family?
I don't know. Unless...
Unless what?
Ethan, what if my father or Julian did do something to Luis and they weren't aware of it?
Like what?
I don't know. I just hope that our family isn't responsible for doing something terrible that we don't know about.
Oh, I doubt it, Sheridan.
Still, it's possible that something was done and Luis is still holding a grudge about it. And if our family is responsible for doing some terrible injustice, then we need to make it up to Luis.
Make it up to Luis? I thought you were, like, dying to get out from underneath his thumb.
I can't wait to get through with my community service. But if the Cranes are responsible for doing something to Luis, then we need to make amends.
You're wonderful, Sheridan. But I'm sure there's no amends that we have to make. Nothing at all.